those leaves are tucked in there, okay? Ooh, okay. Oh my, what are you? Hey guys, my name is Chris. Welcome back to Thankfully Packed. So I've been ordering a lot of plants lately, so no surprises there. However, for the first time in the past couple of weeks, I got into an auction website and it was something else. So basically, people can go onto this website and auction off whatever they want. But obviously, I was looking at the plant auctions and I ordered from several different sellers. This is just the first one, but the first package finally came in and this is what we're gonna unbox today. I will insert the seller's name on screen and in the caption below in case you're interested. And I know I always say the same thing, but I honestly cannot for the life of me remember what is inside this box. I know that I say that every single time, but I truly can't. And because of the way the website is, it's like fast auction. So everything is like 10 seconds or less and you're like bidding, you're trying to outbid people. And I literally can't remember what I actually ended up winning. And on top of that, this is one of maybe 4 or 5 different orders from different people. So honestly, I was just out there bidding and vibing. So we're gonna find out together what is inside this box, and hopefully everything is in a great condition and nothing is worse for the wear or anything like that. All right, time to open it up and see what I got. Ooh. Nails come in handy sometimes. Who needs a box cutter when you got nails? Real quick, sip of coffee. Coffee and plants. They just go together. All right, this is a pretty decently sized box. I think there's about 4 plants in here maybe. The thing about this website is that like it incentivizes you purchasing more because for the most part, I would say the ones that I was in, the sellers would have a policy where you pay shipping once. So the plant that you want would be X amount of dollars and then shipping would be, let's say $9. I think I saw like $9.21 for the most part. Anyways, that would be the shipping for that plant. However, that's the shipping for up to either 5 plants or 5 pounds, depending on the seller and how they wanted to set up their shop. So, I mean, if I'm buying 1 plant and it's costing me basically $10 to get it to me, why not add in like 4 more plants? Because the shipping would stay the same. So it's like a flat rate. There was also other sellers who would do, you know, here's your plant, here's shipping, whatever shipping they set. And then after that, if you ordered 4 plants, the shipping was free no matter how many plants you bought. Those, I did some damage there. I'm still waiting on those packages. They were mostly the sellers that shipped succulents. So like little 2-inch succulents, which makes sense because like, imagine this full of 2-inch succulents. It's probably not gonna make the weight go up very much. So shipping would likely stay the same. But yeah, so it was different per seller, but in general, it was like, if you're gonna buy 1 plant, you might as well fill up your box because why not? There's also other sellers who said, listen, this is the shipping price for this 1 plant, but if you wanna get it quicker, order more because it automatically bumps you up to like priority shipping or whatever and whatnot, or else you're, whatever and whatnot, little pun there. Basically, yeah, that, or you're gonna be waiting on your package for, I don't know, like ground shipping was a few days or like up to a week, whereas priority shipping, you would get it as like within like 2 or 3 days. I don't know. I don't really remember the exact policies. Like I said, I was on there, I was vibing, I was like clicking. Actually, it's also really dangerous to be on that website because it's really easy to accidentally swipe and bid on something. And once you bid, you're locked in, okay? This isn't Amazon. You can't just return it and you know, you're in, your bidding is final. So I did that actually once because of my daughter and I ended up ordering actually a wish list plant of mine. I wonder if it's in this box. Anyways, it was a wish list plant, so I wasn't even mad about it. And another thing about this freaking website that makes it so addicting is that a lot of sellers do giveaways. I actually ended up winning several giveaways by just entering the giveaways that the sellers have. So sometimes it'll be a buyer's giveaway, which means you have to already have made a purchase, or sometimes it's just like, hey, just enter, follow me as the host of this auction and you're automatically entered. And I won at least 2 or 3 of them and it was so exhilarating to win some free plants. Anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent here about this website. There's also other plant auction websites, which I also have plants coming from, but that one I think is also a giveaway. Anyways, we'll get there when we get there. That'll be future videos. let's get back to today. Again, I think there's about 4 plants in here, so let's get into it. So far, so good. Packaging looks secure. Nothing looks crazy in here. This is just my little receipt, which I will put aside. It says, "Package with love" by Spruce Willis. Thank you, Spruce Willis. Wait, is that like Bruce Willis, but like a little planty pun? I love that, if it is. And if it's not, you have a perfect name for what you're selling. That's awesome. Okay, so plant number 1, look at that. They package this really well. Like, these things are taped in there, okay? I'm gonna go top down. So I'm just gonna go from here and see what we got. Oh, I think the foliage is down here and the pot is down here. So maybe let me be a little bit more strategic about how I'm about to grab this, so I don't have another plant fail moment. See one of my last videos for a moment where I dropped a brand new plant right back into the box. Soil everywhere. So I'm just actually gonna put this on the floor so that I can have some space, but plant number 1, here we go. Oh my, what are you? Look at that. Okay, I'm thinking Hoya. Oh no. Oh wait, no, I'm good. Oof, thought I lost a leaf. Okay. Oh my, what the heck is this? This cotton's getting everywhere. Not my favorite packaging material because it's sticking to not only the leaves, but like everything. My hair, my clothes, but the leaves are protected, so I'll take it. Wow, what is this? Number 20, what is this? Okay, so this is this? I don't know what this is because I don't think that this tag is what this is. Let me reference my video. 1 second. So another cool thing about this website is when you order something, it'll take like a little, not a screenshot, but it'll take like a clip of the auction. So like when the seller's like, "Do you want this plant? It's X amount of dollars, it's pretty, look at it, blah, blah, blah." They will have like a little recording that automatically gets sent to your orders. So when you click on view my receipt, you can actually see a video of what the seller was holding at the time that you bid and that you won. So there's like no confusion. There's no like, oh, that wasn't the one I ordered or anything like that. So I'm gonna do that real quick because I truly don't know what the name of this one is, but it's clearly a Hoya. So 1 sec. Okay, I found it. It is the Caudata Sumatra. Caudata Sumatra Hoya. So this is what, I wonder if I could like insert a clip. This might be easier than me just showing you my phone, but this is what it looked like when I was bidding on it. Caudata Sumatra. So that is the plant that I was bidding on at the time and that I won. I'm gonna have to spend like 5 years taking off all of this like cotton that's stuck on every single leaf and every single vine. But you know what? Obviously, it's better than having leaves that end up in the shipping box rather than on your plant when you get it. This is the weirdest Hoya for sure that I own at this point because do you see these leaves? Oh my goodness, and the texture, it's like, it's so interesting in person. It's like the plant is like rough around the edges or something, but it also has a leathery feel. This feels like different than any of the Hoyas I own, and I'm wondering if it's meant to be like stiffer like this one, or if this one is like soft because it's new growth. If a leather purse turned into a plant, that would be this. That's the best way that I can describe how like different these leaves are. Oh my, it literally, honestly, it feels like a fake plant. Like this feels, I wish that you guys could feel this leaf. They just feel unreal. Like literally, like, can you hear that? Hold on, let me see. Honestly, this plant looks a little crispy, but I'm fairly certain that's the point. Like it's supposed to look a little bit like, I don't know, it's giving like prehistoric vibes. I don't know, this is such a weird Hoya and I love it. Like, do you guys have this Hoya? Do you know anything about it? Again, if you're new here, Hi, I'm Chris and I'm obsessed with Hoyas lately, and so basically I'm trying to collect as many as I can, especially the ones that are a little bit quirky or different or just weird, and this one for sure does it. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna clean her up a little bit more and I'm gonna take off this packaging in a little bit, but this is the Caudata Sumatra Hoya. Good purchase, I think. Don't mind my drippy coffee cup. Gotta get my sips in. Okay, plant number 2. Okay. Aside from the fact that I hate this cottony stuff, I think if I ever sell plants, I'm gonna take pointers on this seller's packaging because these things are secure in here. So thank you very much. Ooh, okay. Not a Hoya this time. So this is let me check real quick. This is the Amydrium Spiderman. That's what it's called. Okay, here we go. So this plant is definitely like a vining plant and it climbs. Maybe that's why it's called the Spider-Man. I have no freaking idea. Is this rare? Rare-ish, maybe? I don't know. I think I'm gonna give this some type of pole to attach to because apparently it really wants to climb. Also, this will fenestrate and it's already starting to fenestrate. So these little holes are not, you know, defects on the leaves. These are fenestrations. So it's already having a few right here in this little top corner. There's 1, 2, and then 3 over here. And then there's 1 down here, a tiny one starting here. So no idea what the final look of this plant will be. It's got a few growth points coming out. Honestly, I don't really know why I purchased this one other than the fact that the name was cool, the price was good, and I'd never heard of it before, so why not? Some of the leaves can develop really big fenestrations and really interesting leaf shapes, so I don't know, I'm here for it. I'm here for the weird and the wacky and the not so common big box store varieties as well. So it's got this one big leaf right here, a little baby leaf right there. This one's a little tore up, but not too mad at it. And it's got a lot of like a bare vine going on. So I'm hoping that either that this propagates well, because maybe I'll just chop and prop, or I will just wrap it around whatever I end up having it climb. So this again is the Amydrium Spiderman. Plant number 3. Okay, I have a feeling that this one is a Hoya. I feel like it's a Hoya because I think I got more than one Hoya in this order. I'm starting to kind of jog my memory with that last one. Yeah, it's a Hoya. Are we surprised though? Okay, here is the Hoya I ordered. This is the Hoya Obavata, something like that. And it has these giant leaves that look like, I don't know, what does this look like? Like a pancake? I don't know. Let me see if I can put this closer. There we go. Some of them are variegated like this on the inner corner, and then some of them are this green color. And the Hoya is like super dirty. Not dirty, but like it's sprayed with whatever it's sprayed with. So I'm sure it'll look a lot shinier and prettier when I clean it. But yes, these speckles are not part of the plant, I believe. Let me just clean one real quick just to see what it actually is gonna look like. Okay, some of that came off and some of it stayed. So it does have like silver freckles, I would say. Like that one and this one. So some of it is part of the plant, so that's nice. I feel like this Hoya doesn't get as much hype as the Compacta, which I always show on this channel because I'm so proud of it, but where is it? Okay, it's up here, hold on. So I think it doesn't get like as much hype as this Hoya because, I mean, rightfully so. However, I feel like this one is still really cute and apparently even easier to take care of. So if you're looking for something that is easy to take care of and maybe a little bit more readily available, I would go for this Hoya Obavata. For this one, I'm thinking, I think I want to maybe have it grow up a support because I've seen people have it like on a flat pole or something like that, and then the way the leaves start growing, because they want to, you know, like face the light, it kind of like layers, and it just, I don't know, they kind of fan out, and it looks like this one could basically be on its way to do that anyway with this main stem right here. So imagine if I put like something right here and then it just started growing up, 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 and then everything kind of faced the same way. I feel like that would be really cute. Okay, wait a minute. That's inner variegation. Apparently that's not super common in the Obavatas. So did I get like something actually special? Wait a minute. I don't know. Am I crazy, or is this like kind of not rare, but like, is this a little different than like what you would get at like Lowe's or Home Depot or something? Apparently, some people confuse this for like the splashy Obovata, but if the middle of the leaf is lighter and kind of like has shades of creamy green and things like that on several of the leaves, you could possibly have a variegated Obovata on your hands, and I think that's what I got. Is this like rare? I mean, probably not like sell your kidney rare, but again, I don't think you would find this one at your regular big box shops, maybe with smaller collectors or maybe even a plant nursery, but you know what? I'm not mad. That is plant number 3, and I have one more. Okay, last but not least, number 4. Oh, okay, let's take off this plastic packaging. Those leaves are tucked in there, okay? Oh my God, it's so cute. What did I, oh, it's, okay, so this is a variegated Dischidia. Dischidia, I don't know how to say that one. Again, if you're new here, I don't know how to say any of these plant names, so keep it moving if that's what you're gonna comment. However, I don't know what kind of, I'm gonna just go with Dischidia. Dischidia? No, Dischidia. Dischidia. I'm gonna go with Dischidia. I don't know what kind this is. I don't think that the seller mentioned explicitly which one this was. Oh my God, it's so tiny. Look at these little leaves. Hold on, let me get this thing out of here because it actually doesn't, this is definitely not a 6-pack of bell peppers. So that's not useful right now. But yeah, so this is a variegated Dischidia. Dischidia, I don't know, I'm gonna keep changing that. I'm just gonna keep flip-flopping how I'm gonna say that, but look at those tiny little leaves. What the heck? Oh, and it's got little, even tinier, teeny tiny baby new growth. Hold on, let's see. Okay, focus, focus, focus. Okay, right there, bam. That's a tiny baby leaf. Believe it or not, these are probably the full-grown ones. And that little thing right there and right there. And then, let's see if I turn this right here. Oh my goodness. That is another tiny little, tiny little baby leaf and new growth. How cute. I feel like I need to get it out of this pot so that I could, like, it could sit up higher so I could like appreciate these little tiny little leaves. I don't know much about this plant. I do know that they are epiphytes, which means they grow on other things. I want to say these grow on trunks in like nature, like in their natural habitat. You would find them on other plants and other things like that. Also, fun fact, some of these have pouch leaves, and inside of those leaves, ants live. I think they have like some type of symbiotic relationship or something like that, but thankfully I don't think that's the case with these. That's more so like in their, you know, wild natural habitat, but interesting. Let me see if I can Google search this so that I can figure out exactly what type of Dischidia I have. Let me take a picture of it real quick. It's hard to get the variegation to show up. I don't know if it's gonna know what I'm looking at. Please hold. Well, my camera didn't even recognize that I was looking at a plant, so not off to a good start, but I'm still gonna Google image search it real quick. Okay, according to Google, I might have this type, which I will put somewhere here. It's called the Dischidia Nummularia Variegata, so it's variegated. That is what I think this one is. So it's usually called the string of nickels, the button plant, or the pebble vine. The leaves are like, how would I describe this? I would say they're like little, like little mini pebbles. So they're like really firm, like super, like they feel rock hard basically, but they're super cute. I've seen this, like I said, trailing like in a pot, and it gets like lots of beautiful vines. And I've also seen it in a kokedama, which is something I've never done before, but I've always been curious about. So I might do that because it's giving like, I don't know, like Japanese terrarium core. I don't know. I might do a kokedama one day, and this might be something that I use in it. So stay tuned for that. I kind of want to put this one in like a shallow dish and kind of just let it trail out and like spill out as if I like took off a bunch of pearls or something and left them in my little trinket dish, and it's just like organically flowing. I don't know how fast this grows or anything really about its, you know, the speed of growth or anything like that, but I think that would be like super cute. Honestly, I'm just kind of excited to see how this one settles in. I feel like it's going to basically, like, if I put it in a little corner, maybe like somewhere, maybe like right there, I feel like it'll just like eventually just start taking over that little corner and like spilling out, and I don't think I'll be mad about it. Okay, that is everything that I got from this Whatnot haul. Again, I have several other orders coming in, so stay tuned for that. And let me know which of these very interesting plants was your favorite. Or if you own any of these or have any experience, let me know below. Especially this variegated Dischidia. I just have a feeling she's gonna be just very particular. So any care tips or just anything at all, you can leave it down below in the comments and I will read it. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today. I post weekly houseplant and just planty content in general here on YouTube, so if that's your vibe, don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps my channel out, and I would really, really appreciate it if you do. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!